Tech and clips.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're back with another video reaction. This is not a music reaction. This is actually a video reaction from the band Journey. A week ago, I did a reaction to a documentary behind the music, from VH1 about Journey, and then told story about Journey, their rise, and then their fall. I reacted to it, and most of you guys had a lot to say about my perception about some of the um things that happened in the documentary. Now I had a subscriber on the channel actually um um urged me to check out uh Journey, when they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, some years back. I mean, after they broke up, they never performed together. So the induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was an opportunity for them to actually come together and then accept the award. Thankfully, Steve Perry came through, so it was more or less like a reunion for the band after so many years of having gone their separate ways. Now, I want to send a special shout out to Michael A. He's a very dear subscriber on the channel, and he's always leading me to good stuff, good music, new artists, and whenever I drop a reaction, he always has something to say, positive to say. It breaks it down for me, gives me an insight on every song, every artist. So he actually led me to this video. He asked me to check it out. Apparently, this would help me get a few answers prior to the video I did on Behind the Music Journey. So I'm super excited to find out what this video is all about. Apparently, it's their acceptance speeches. So I'm hoping every member of the band will have something to say. So Michael, you know what time it is. You are very much appreciated on the channel. Now, like and subscribe if you're new on here. Please join the family. We are a family out here. It's all love, no negativity. Check out our previous videos. This is channel where we react to songs from your favorite artist, your favorite band. So if this is the kind of content that you are very much interested in, feel free to join the family. Now, without wasting much time, without further ado, this is video from Journey's induction and acceptance speeches from the 2017 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Wonder if that makes sense. But hey, let's delve in. This is going to take a while. I think it's like almost 30 minutes. So please, guys, stick with me whilst we watch this together. Let's go. Okay, that's Neal Schon.
Thank you, Pat. This is so long time coming.
Yes.
I thought it would never happen.
That's true.
And
that's true.
So proud to be up here with all these men. Done such a great job and a bed of work. Yeah, my notes are going by and I can't see. Forget about it. This is all about you, the fans.
Look at Steve.
And about the music we've made together.
Oh, wow.
I love all you guys. And Steve Perry, you're one of a kind.
Nice.
You're
nice.
1 in a million.
Nice. Such a
Gregg
humble soul.
If it wasn't for Gregg and Santana, there would be no Journey.
Yeah, true.
Herbie Herbert, thank you from the bottom of my heart for finding me after Gregg.
Wow,
Herbie. Was picking me up at high school.
How come he didn't join them on stage?
And we go to his father's house and jam. Soon later after that, I was in a Santana band. And Wow, what a trip, long ride it's been. It's been a beautiful one. I want to thank my beautiful wife, Mikkel. Since she's come to me, it's been like white light, and just, I feel great. And
His
it's
wife
been
is hot.
7 years. She's been out on tour with me the whole time. Never left my side one day. I love you. I love my children. Miles, he's here. Aspiring young guitar player, amazing guitar player, my son.
Yes, that's true.
I love you, Miles, Lizzie, Sarah, Sophie, and Asia. Thank you so much. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Irving Azoff, John Barrick. Thank you guys for carrying on our legacy with us.
Nice.
Kevin Elson.
Wow, guys, just look at the look on his face, like he's so happy. Like, I mean, he couldn't help it but just be happy, and you could see that it is so genuine. I mean, Johnny has been doing music for a very, very long time. I mean, the late 60s, and this guy has been, Neal Schon has been playing the guitar since he was 14 years, so personally, I feel like they should have been inducted like a very long time ago. But I'm sure it's because they broke up and the inconsistencies in the band. But hey, they are here now. That was a very lovely speech. You could tell like he had a whole lot of people to thank. But I mean, he's not the only one doing the acceptance speech. He has a bunch of other bandmates who also are waiting in line to do theirs. So it's totally understandable. But I'm happy. He the speech he delivered was definitely beautiful. Let's go. Okay.
Good evening. Well, I hope I can be sort of funny as Chris Squire, but I don't think so. This is going to be straightforward.
Yep.
This is an awesome honor to be here with my old bandmates' journey. And I'd like to thank my family, my friends, my managers, my ex-wives, zillion cymbals and stay.
Are you kidding me? Like, my ex-wives. Well, I mean, you can't blame him. I mean, even though they came in and they left, I mean, they are all part of his story. So, I mean, you can't blame the guy. But it was funny the way he said it.
And DW drums. And of course, a big thank you to all our fans for your support throughout the years.
Nice.
A very humble thank you all. Thank you.
Nice. That was straight to the point. Nice. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Totally.
What a great night this is for me. This is my second trip here. And what a trip this has been. First Santana, Journey, Ringo Starr, Santana 4, and back here with Journey.
Nice. Oh, okay. So he's been here a couple of times.
I want to thank Herbie Herbert,
Herbie,
my manager and longtime friend from Journey.
Okay.
And Neal Schon for calling me while I was up in Seattle and saving me from the restaurant business.
Guys, you gotta admit, like, Neal still looks good. I mean, I'm sure they are like in their late 60s and early 70s, but look at him. Still standing, still looks handsome. He hasn't changed. But I mean, he's aged a little bit, but physically he hasn't really changed. Facially, that's what I wanted to say. But he looks good, for a man of his age. And his wife, guys, his wife is hot. You have to admit.
Don't ever do it. To start Journey. And it's been an incredible trip for my life. I want to thank the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for inducting this band finally.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming.
And also, for me, this is really about the fans. All music fans, all of you.
Yeah.
Without music fans, this place is empty. There's nobody here. This is really, for me, this is really about all you guys, especially Journey fans tonight.
Yeah.
This is yours, but it'll be proudly displayed at my home in Austin, Texas. Peace.
Rock and roll means many things
Okay.
to many people. As the diversity of the class of 2017 clearly illustrates, I just started out in 1963 at 9 years old as a jazz drummer. I thank my parents, Bruce and Lorraine Smith, for finding me an excellent private drum instructor and supporting my musical
Nice.
passion.
Wow.
Back then, my favorite bands were the Count Basie Big Band and the Buddy Rich Big Band. It wasn't until 1969 that I discovered rock and roll when my friend Pudge Greenelge from Cape Cod showed me his brother Dave's record collection.
Okay.
He played me Jimi Hendrix, Cream, and Led Zeppelin.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
But what I heard was Mitch Mitchell, Ginger Baker, and John Bonham. At that moment, I could relate to rock drumming and rock music. Disc jockey Alan Freed, a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee, once said, "Rock and roll is really swing with a modern name. It began on the levees and in the plantations, took in folk songs, and featured blues and rhythm." He said this in the 1950s. Now that we live in a global community, more influences have been added to and will be added to the definition of what is rock and roll.
Yeah, true.
For me, one of the most explosive shifts in musical direction came in 1971 with the creation of the Mahavishnu Orchestra. John McLaughlin, Jan Hammer, Billy Cobham, Jerry Goodman, and Rick Laird. With drummer Billy Cobham and a couple of years later, Narada Michael Walden stepping into Mahavishnu, jazz officially rocked. In many ways, that funk rock jazz fusion
Just look
drumming
at Steve.
concept was my template for the work with Journey. I'm grateful for my touring with Ronnie Montrose, where we were the support act for Journey in early '78, and talent scout and Neal Schon noticed what I was bringing to rock and roll.
Okay.
Later that year, Neal, Steve Perry, Gregg Rolie, Ross Valory, and Herbie Herbert invited
Wow.
me to become a Journey band member.
Okay.
And it's been an educational and rewarding ride. Thanks to my children, Ian and Elizabeth, for keeping me in their hearts while I was
Family
away
always
on
comes
long
first.
tours.
Yeah.
And very special thanks to my wife, Diane. We've been sharing our lives for the last 24
Yes.
years. I love you dearly. Thanks to Jonathan Cain for the gifted songwriting, and Arnel Pineda for keeping
Okay.
the legacy sound of Journey alive and moving forward. A most important thanks to our fans from around the world that have kept Journey in their hearts and on their stereos.
One thing that you may not know is that this microphone is robotic. It's supposed to come up and meet me where I am. Hello, microphone! Don't make me come down there. Well, maybe you can hear me. Also, what you may not know is there's a big red clock that says I have 3 minutes, right? But it says I only have 37 seconds to get it out. But I also must say that Steve Smith did very well with his prepared speech. He worked the teleprompter very well. I'm not going to even bother. I didn't write one, but I'll start from the top in saying that there's a few names that were said earlier that I will repeat because their names deserve to be repeated.
Yes, true. Herbie.
My life has been full of music from the very beginning, from the time I could hear, from the time they swabbed my ears out in the maternity ward. There was music everywhere. A large family, 2 talented parents who shared music with us. We learned instruments, piano, ukulele, guitar. We all sang. As soon as I could, I was in a church choir and the school choirs. And as soon as it was allowed, I could play an instrument in the symphonic band. And so that continued all the way through high school. The family had a great variety of music to hear and to be exposed to, anywhere from Miles Davis to Mozart, from Handel to Fats Domino,
Wow.
from Glenn Miller to Dave Brubeck. So somewhere in there, I thought that's where my world was until a new kid came into town when I was a sophomore in high school. He goes, "Hey, I know who you are. I know you play in the symphonic band, but I know you play guitar at
Yes.
home.
Okay.
And we need a bass player. I'm starting a band with a bunch of your friends. And since you're a guitarist, you can learn these parts very easily. Why don't you get your mom to go down to the local music store, rent a bass and an amplifier. We'll make some change and have some fun." I said, okay. So from that point, the life of music for me changed entirely, and here we are tonight. If that's one bookend, this could be the other end. If nothing else happens for me in music, this could be the best that it gets.
Wow. Wow.
There are many other people who I believe deserve this, and I'll start by talking about someone I met in high school within 1 year of starting rock and roll. His name is Herbie Herbert. He is our former creator, partner, manager.
Yeah.
And within 5 years of meeting him,
Oh,
we
that's
had
Herbie.
created the beginnings of Journey with Gregg Rolie and Neal Schon. And we all know, or maybe you need to know, that he put the blood, sweat, and tears in every inch of his
That's
energy
facts.
into
That's-
seeing this
that's
band
totally
succeed.
facts.
And we are here to thank Herbie Herbert for that.
Wow. Yeah.
But as you know, we're still here. What has happened and how have we continued? For the last 20 years, our current managers, John Barrick and Irving Azoff, took a band out of exile and put it back on the map. We have them to thank. And then there's all the fans, the hundreds of thousands of fans who have supported us for years. They deserve this.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are the friends of us and the band and who have cajoled us, defended us, encouraged us, pushed us. They, our friends, deserve a piece of this award. And last but not least are our family members who maybe have suffered more in our absence.
True.
And given us hope,
True,
given us
yeah.
encouragement. Our family members.
Wow.
Yes, our parents,
Wow.
my parents, and last but not least, the thank you and the love to my wife, Mary,
Yep.
who has understood and accepted this guy who goes away with the
Wow.
circus every year. Thank you so much.
Guys, you have to admit, for a speech that he didn't write down, like he killed it. You know, you could tell that he spoke from the heart. You know, he was very, he went straight to the point, but at the same time, spoke from the heart. You know, give credit where credit is due. You know, Herbie, Neal, his family, his wife. You know, he killed it with a speech. I loved it. I really did love it. Wow, nice. Let's go. That's Jonathan.
Being from Chicago,
Okay.
I just want to thank the Cubs for winning the World Series so we could get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Good evening. I'd like to begin by thanking my father, Leonard, for believing in me,
Yeah.
my mentor, my vision keeper. He prophesied success from the time I was 8 years old after
That's-
a terrible school
that's
fire.
so cool.
And later said to me, "Son, don't stop believing." On a life-changing phone call, as I struggled with my career back in the 70s. He's gone now. I miss you, Dad, and I love you.
Oh, rest in peace, Daddy.
Thanks to my piano teacher, Rosanna Klitsch and Ralph Dodds from the Conservatory of Chicago, to Jerry Milam of Golden Voice Recording Studio in Pekin, Illinois, to the late Buddy Killen, who gave me my first break in Nashville in 1969, To my brother Tom, who played drums with me in countless bands, why we learned lessons together in rock and roll. To my brother Hal, who always believed in my music. To the late Wolfman Jack and Don Kelly organization for opening doors in LA and getting me started on the right path. To all the members of the Babies for giving me a shot, allowing me to be part of the creative process. And to my brothers in Journey for believing and trusting I could be part of shifting and sustaining a signature sound.
True.
To former bandmates Steve Augeri, Dean Castronova for helping us down the road.
Yeah.
To our music business family behind the scenes who work tirelessly, the record promotion people at Sony Columbia, the DJs and PDs at radio who gave us millions of spins, to the record distributors who made sure our music made it into stores and on the shelves, to Live Nation and the local promoters, and most of all, our faithful fans who stood by us through the years during the ups and downs. To our wise managers, Herbie, Irving Azoff, and John Barrick for keeping us on track during the tough times. We shared over 40 years having blessed relationships with all of them. And I believe relationships are the key to building a brand and maintaining a presence in our music business. Thanks to the members of the Hall who voted to honor us tonight. Finally, I thank my 3 children, Madison, Weston, and Liza up there, for understanding and accepting their dad had to hit the road all those years. And to my wife, Paula, who stands beside me in love and respect. I love you all. And thanks to you, Lord, for keeping your guiding hand upon us all those years. This honor was truly worth the wait.
Yeah.
God bless.
Most definitely. Most definitely. It was truly worth the wait. Ooh, okay. I mean, I can hear everybody cheering and shouting and screaming. It's obvious they had to save the best for the last. You know, the fact that Steve has been away for a very long time. You know, when he came back, he dropped his Traces album, and you know, basically the band hasn't really been together in a very long time. So this was definitely a big deal. And we all know when we talk about Journey, everybody's talking about Steve because, I mean, when he came into the band, he lifted the band single-handedly. He and then Neal and then Jonathan to higher heights, you know, to where touched a lot of hearts. And also, you know, it is only right that he spoke the last, you know, and I mean, I could see him pulling out a piece of paper. You know, you could tell this is definitely going to be a long ass speech. Anyway, let's dig in. Look at him. Ooh, okay. I'm so calm.
Hello, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Nice.
You sure look good to me tonight.
Yep.
I'm going to keep my cheat sheet here because I got a lot to say. I'm going to start with when I was living in Los Angeles, I was looking to get a record deal, trying my very best. It was tough to get signed at those times.
True.
And I would always go to the Starwood to see Journey perform because these guys had the most amazing musical ability. I'd never seen a band like that in my life.
Yeah.
So every time they go to the Starwood Club, I had to go watch with amazement.
Okay.
Though their musicianship was absolutely par to none, there was one instrument that was flying above the entire city of Los Angeles.
Okay.
That was the magic fingers of Neal Schon's guitar.
Yeah, that's paying homage. Yeah.
Somehow, one of my demo tapes fell into the hands of Herbie Herbert. I would not be here tonight if it was not for Herbie Herbert.
Yeah.
Because he did not have to call me. He gets tapes all the time.
All the time, yeah.
But there's something about the demo tape, and he called me. And the next thing I knew, because of Herbie, I was writing music with Neal Schon.
Yeah.
And the very first song we ever wrote together was Patiently. You remember that one?
Patiently. I think I should react to that song.
So I absolutely must tell you, I must thank Herbie Herbert for believing in me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, man, Ainsley Dunbar, Gregg Rolie,
Yeah.
Steve Smith,
Yeah.
Neal Schon,
Yeah.
Jonathan Cain, Ross Valory. Are you fucking shitting me? Any singer would give his ass for that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they play so well.
Yeah.
So I want to thank them for all the music we've written.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg, for letting me live at your house to write that Infinity record. Thank you for letting me live at your house, Neal Schon. Thank you so much, John, for all the songs we all wrote together. Steve Smith's amazing drums, basso profundo, Ross Valory. I mean, guys, I thank you so much for all the music we've written and recorded together. It will be forever in my heart. Thank you.
Yeah.
I must give a complete shout out to someone who sings his heart out every night, and that's Arnel Pineda. Where are you, Arnel?
Okay.
Where are you?
Wow, that is lovely.
Where are you?
That is lovely. I hope he comes on stage.
Well, you must be backstage. To Arnel, I love you.
Wow. That was very thoughtful and sweet of Steve to actually shout Arnel out, because this guy came into the band, and then it's like a lot of people were so hurt that Steve left Journey, right? To the point where every singer that comes into the band is compared to Steve. So you can only think of the pressure that could be on this guy right now. You're trying to fill in Steve's shoes. It must be hard, honestly. So for Steve to actually include him in his acceptance speech is very, very sweet and very thoughtful. I'm sure Arnel would definitely feel appreciated. I hope. I just wished he came on stage when Eve called him. But hey, anyway, I just think I should put that out there. Let's go.
I'd like to give my long time. Where is he? Right there. Woo! Hi, Arnel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I would like to thank my longtime attorney, Lee Phillips. I also would like to thank my old high school R&B band. It was called the Sullys, and it's kind of where it all started for me, and I want to thank them.
Okay.
Thank to Rob Stringer and the team at Columbia Records. The Journey Road Crew, the original Journey Road Crew.
Yeah.
Busted their ass every night, every day, load in, load out, tirelessly, day after day, week after week, year after year. Herbie knows that's true.
Yeah.
If we would not be here today if it wasn't for them too. And I want to send my condolences to the families. I would like to send my condolences to the families of the members of Jim McCandless, Jackie Villanueva, and recently the great Benny Collins. Lastly, the Penn Asylum was Journey's first fan club. Herbie and Tim McQuaid got together and said, you know, you're going to be our fan club. This is going to be great. That's what happened. And Tim McQuaid, Laura Beard, and Cindy Poon made it all happen for us. So the fan club, Fan Asylum, was brilliant. We want to thank them. Now, speaking of fans.
My diehard Journey fans, where are you at?
You're the one who put us here. You are the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You put us here. We would not be here had not it been for you.
Yeah.
And your tireless love and consistent devotion. You never have stopped. And from my heart, I must tell you, I've been gone a long time, I understand that, but I want you to know you've never not been in my heart. I want you to know that. And I love each and every one of you. Thank you so very much.
Wow. That is the true definition of brotherhood, you know. And I'm so glad. I mean, all of them, you know, lived to actually experience this moment, journey, induction, acceptance speeches, you know, 2017 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, it's been a long time coming, and these guys have really worked their asses off. So I can definitely say that they deserve everything that they are getting. It's rather unfortunate because of circumstances beyond the control. They had to break up early, so they would have done so much together if they hadn't broken. If everything happens for a reason. So glad they came together. This induction in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I mean, we've already done enough time. I want to say send a special shout out to Michael A, for actually leading me to this video. I'm very happy to watched it. So if you enjoyed this reaction, if you enjoyed, I'll leave the link down in the description. And enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to the channel. More journey. Yeah, reactions. So yeah, on to the next video and music reaction. Out.